live? Yes, wonderful day. Awesomeness to you. You found yourself here on Wonder Wellness Hero channel. I am Brian, and sometimes we have to sage that shit because saging, this is an amazing way to clear and release energy. And I have a few things to share with you today. One is an amazing story of healing. This inner truth came out today when I was sharing Reiki. I was at this amazing wellness fair where it's the new you, the new energy, and it was for the University of Rochester's home care. And I got to go in, I was volunteering there, my service, to share 5-minute chair Reiki sessions. And before I tell you about the story of healing that happened with this one woman, and I interacted with over 25 people in a couple hours I was there, which is it's just some serious heartfelt listening, not listening with the ears, but feeling with the heart and allowing something that's grander and asking, giving, well, the first thing I want to share is that tomorrow is the full moon and a lunar eclipse. This is an amazing cosmic alignment. The universal law of rhythm is bringing us this opportunity for a massive release. The full moon is always pulling, water in our bodies, the ocean on the planet, causing these releases, causing these emotional feelings to come up. And I am bringing forth a Reiki session. Check the description box below. It's going to be live at 10 a.m. in Eastern Standard Time. You have this Reiki release, this cutting the cords, the letting go of feelings, letting go of thinking patterns, letting go of habits, letting go of personas or identifications. Maybe it's even an old job or an old way of being around friends and family, or maybe it's a tragic experience or a trauma. There's so many traumas that have happened in my own individual experience where there's had to be a moment in time, like I'm presenting tomorrow with this opportunity to have a Reiki release. So check below, watch it live, watch it in your own time, but it's syncing up with the full moon, it's syncing up with the lunar eclipse and this massive cosmic pull to bring you to your new self, the new self, your inner truth. And another thing is I'm creating this Wellness Hero community digitally. That's where I'm going to be sharing so much more. I'm going to be sharing Reiki 1 with individuals digitally. And that's an amazing, big aspect of me moving forward because everything's been so physically present where I live in Rochester, New York. That's where I do a tremendous amount of my sharing. And now digital sharing, creating that digital community is a big thing. So I have a video out there for all my subscribers, whether you are in Steemit or you're on YouTube with Patreon. There is a beautiful opportunity to engage and win a Herkimer Diamond. So connect with that video and get going with maybe me sending you some awesome ancient crystal from over you got to take action. You got to take action. You got to be a subscriber. You got to go follow the links and do that awesome digital imprint with your action. And I also hopefully you appreciate the natural flow. That what I'm engaging in is unscripted, and sometimes that takes a little bit of opening and kind of feeling. Because when we take certain things like saging that shit, yes, using sound to balance. So as I'm getting ready to share the story right now, take a nice big life force breath. Clear some sacred space. So this woman came and asked for some Reiki. She had met me several months ago at their last wellness fair where I was sharing some Reiki, and she's been holding a lot of things inside. So she sits down. I go through my protocols, holding some sacred space, aligning with her energy centers. And as I'm asking for her highest self to integrate the energy for her body, what's best for her body at this time, and opening up because I'm of my alignment with her, just tapping into her force, tapping into her life force. And her energy was just so profound. She was a very gifted psychic. And she had this amazing ability with her. So all of a sudden, it's like I step right into her sacred space, and her highest self is just pushing all this information at me. And now, mind you, this is just a simple 5-minute chair Reiki session where I just gently have my hands on her head and gently place my hands on her shoulders and wherever her higher self calls. But typically it's 1 to 2 to 3 hand positions. And I'm using some of the beautiful ancient sacred protocols, and not just Reiki. I utilize Aquarian fire and a few other aspects of healing modalities, just like the living planet that we are on, Gaia, this fifth dimensional frequency. She is offering her heart in other modalities. But when it comes time for reflection, when it comes time for me to share with this individual a little bit about, at first I ask everyone, how do you feel? And relaxation and just ease and just better are some common answers I get. And with her, I ask her not how she felt. I said, are you aware of your gift? And she just looks at me and she goes, I've never shared this with anyone. And I'm sitting here like, now my heart's like completely open. When someone has never shared with their closest friends and family, people they have relationships with and that they're intimate with, significant others. And then all of a sudden, through a Reiki session, the inner truth, the inner wisdom, because I look at her and I tell her, I'm not Brian right now. I am the universe to you. And you have this beautiful, beautiful power. We all have this psychic power. Yet within her in yesterday's now moment when this Reiki session was taking place, her greatest good came forth, and I was able to interpret that frequency because of one thing and one thing only. She asked. She came and sat in my chair and said, Brian, I would like some Reiki. And through my little abracadabra magic of holding some sacred space, all of a sudden by me just going into her energy field, she needed that reminder. She needed that encouragement, that positive message from someone external. And she knew. She's looked at it as a curse. It's something she wants to put underneath the rug. But what I felt from my heart to just simply share, because I was so connected to her energy field, because she asked and allowed me to be there, that this gift is meant to come forth in this 2018. It's meant to be present. It's meant to be practiced. And oftentimes this is very confusing and very misunderstood, especially with us as children, depending on the type of constructs and environment we were reared in and raised in with our parents, and our schooling, our programming. But the truth of the matter is, I'm here at sharing some Reiki tomorrow to bring forth this inner truth within, through, and around those in the digital wellness hero community. I'm blessed and honored that you have listened to the story of healing, and that in a simple little 5-minute Reiki session, this beautiful gift came forth. And this can be done remotely just as well as in the physical presence of others. That's why I'm doing it digitally live at 10 a.m. on January 31st. And any replay of that video in any now moment will be felt just as if it was on that day. And that's how I create that sacred space as a Reiki Holy Fire Master Teacher. I'm going to be offering and sharing some new releases of Reiki dates. So yes, it's a beautiful Tibetan bowl tuned to our heart chakra. It's the 424 megahertz of just feeling that good vibration. So take a nice life force breath. Feel that coming into your heart center right now. Yeah. Always, my friends, always stay hydrated. Got a little lemon in this water. Beautiful color, that yellow lemon. Helps with that digestion and that releasing, especially with our kidneys and our liver. They're constantly doing that detoxing, so enhancing a little lemon in your water if you have that opportunity. Thank you, water. So hopefully we sync up tomorrow with the universal law of rhythm and connect with some awesome Reiki release and cutting the cords. Thank you for listening to this story of healing and how the inner truth was brought forth through a physical Reiki experience. But most importantly, thank you for connecting. Thank you for being here. Subscribe, Do the upvote if you're on Steam it. Do the liking if you're on YouTube. Check the description box below. There's a lot of links, especially to win a Herkimer Diamond. So as we move forward in 2018, this is how we make our awesomeness happen. Blessings to you. My heart center to yours. Namaste.